Maria.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're having a concert come in soon. We're just waiting for some final touches to it, but I think it falls in the order of everything that we've been trying to do, which is bringing real good music.
Amazing music.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, when I heard, I wasn't.
I think both of us. We wasn't.
Yeah,
we
I
didn't know who
wasn't-
the
Who the
band
heck
was.
are these?
Yeah,
Right.
35 million on Tiny Desk, and I didn't know
Yeah. I mean,
And there was 35 million in 7 months.
in
yeah.
7 months.
And I think that's the great thing about when
Banda mo camera.
you do the right kind of
It's okay
format.
natin.
I love the ice breaking in the
Yeah.
background.
If you hear something in the back, that's his strategy
My
again.
childhood sounds. I love that when you know something, you appreciate it better. And that's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think that when it comes to music and you just hear it, you don't need to know a name, you just hear it and you appreciate it and you know what comes behind it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why working with Active Mirror, that's why bringing people who write songs and have a guitarist and
It's important.
Nothing, yeah. People who
Thank you,
take
darling.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you,
Reggie.
darling.
It's super important. And I kept on saying, I grew up in Aruba. I've been here since I'm a little girl. And the first time I remember going to a big concert, I was being so overwhelmed what a big concert was.
Yeah.
Walking 10 minutes and then getting, strip search, the whole shebang. Showing one ticket and showing it again.
And strip search again.
Yeah.
And strip search
Yeah,
again.
where did you go?
I asked for,
strip search again.
I asked for set peels.
Yeah. Do you
Sure,
have?
I think I'm going to get a headache in this concert.
Yeah, just
Just yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing, and then not only that, but when you go to a first concert and the stage is this massive thing,
Yeah.
and you look at it and you're sitting with the people, and you also know that the people who went to the concert in the beginning showed up incredibly early to get
Yeah,
there.
yeah, sure.
There's a whole thing about it.
Yeah.
And I think we get to the point that music or entertainment is very disrespectful to the actual performer,
Yeah.
because it's so much about going to party that someone's talking to you and you're gonna have your back to them and you're just there
Yeah,
partying,
don't
having
care, yeah,
drinks.
sure.
With poetry night, that was our obstacle the first years because poetry's boring. We're just gonna go there to drink. But you can't give somebody who's trying to give you a space and pour their heart and soul and then be like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
to
sure.
slow down and give me a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
At least shut up when I'm talking.
And
to
I have to be honest, by managing my income and having to write articles and making an effort to think about things and expressing it, so difficult to pour emotions and pour everything. Yeah, it's easy to write something and everybody. But I think poetry is such a beautiful thing and such a nice thing to do and difficult.
and difficult and,
And
vulnerable.
really difficult, vulnerable,
And,
you-
and I'm so proud of the people that go up there, because I get this from a lot of people that tell me, you go to Amsterdam or you'll go to New York and you'll do a poetry night on a Wednesday, and if you have 25 people, you're really lucky, and you did a good night, and they came and they spoke and saw. He's like, but in Aruba, we're a tiny little island, and you guys get 80 people,
Yep, sure.
and then
Yep.
it tells you a lot about who we are too.
it's a talented
Like,
island. I'm
when they
telling you.
want you to dumb us down and think that we can't do these kind of things here, we can. There's a space for people of
And-
all ages and all of these things too.
Time-
So there's a lot of people that want to express themselves that way.
Yeah.
And they have so much to say.
So much to say, so much. But tying all together, Maria, now you're going to start on a new journey, a podcast journey.
I am.
Isn't it, we find it amazing because you have so much experience, so much things to say, so much things that you believe in.
Yeah.
How is it thinking about a podcast and making it happen?
I think it was the guys in the office when I was like, a podcast, me? Like, my thoughts go from one thing to another thing. And then they told me, yes, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
And it's not only for them, it's, again, everybody I get to work with. And
Yeah.
I think we have something to say,
You do.
We have something to say. So
And we are eager to hear it.
I'm excited about
You
it.
have a lot of interest stories to tell about people.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
some of
worked
them
with in the
I'm
past.
pretty sure you're gonna have to corrupt those files. Like, there's gonna be a couple of podcasts maybe we can't do, but
Good thing they're not rated.
No.
the good thing I think about these things is that we don't look to them to divide us. We look them to like what relates us.
Sure.
You know, like we joke, we go to a big brand of the hotel, and then when nobody's around, we'll talk to them about like what was the most ridiculous, you know, request you got from it, and then we'll laugh. We'll respect it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna go out in public,
Yeah.
but you get to bond with everybody. Like I went through that hard moment just like you did. You know, I went also having someone horrible to work with and pulling it off because I'm a pro and I have to.
Yeah.
And also, like, I bonded with somebody and got to do this thing, and it was amazing. It's also like when you meet a really cool artist and they're really good people. It's like
Yeah.
a jackpot.
Yeah.
You're
Sure.
like, oh my god,
I can understand that,
always
yeah.
love them, and they're always so nice,
Yeah.
and they were so respectful.
Yeah.
The same thing when you go work with a client.
Most of them, I think most of them are. In every group, there's assholes and they're dipshits. But I think most of them are creative people that.
The way you reacted,
Listen.
you've met a couple of them, right?
You know a couple of them? Yeah. No, but it's bound to happen. In every group, there has to be
Sure.
one, you know, that maybe I'm in the one in the medium. Maybe. No, the thing is, I
just
think
drinking.
of myself of really
I need some juice.
yeah.
too.
I think of myself as really open-minded and try new things and experiment with everything. Just don't
Just
bullshit me.
experiment
Yeah.
with everything. no?
Don't hustle me. Don't
Yeah.
bullshit me. Let make it happen. And if I can, I will say yes. And if I don't, I will say I can't
Yeah.
do it. Sorry, but don't make expectation that you can do.
Yeah.
And then in an industry, and I will publicly say I love Adrian Rasmain, and the commotion that one article, one post can do is so big. And not to bash anyone, but why one person's opinion has so much carry? It's because he's speaking the truth for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
It wouldn't have resonated like that. Like it
If
did.
there was bullshit, nobody would care.
Yeah, people don't like to be lied to. I mean, that's for me. That's my biggest thing. Don't
And I
fucking
think,
lie to me.
yeah, and
we-
that's the
we
thing.
need-
Yeah,
yeah, and he's relatable.
yeah.
Yeah, super
You know, and
relatable.
the thing is that you like him, you don't like him. But the also thing is that not everything has to be a conflict. A lot of it can be like, I'm opening a door
Yeah,
to negotiate.
yeah, the
I'm
thing-
opening a door for you to do better. If
The
I'm
thing-
telling you why it doesn't
yeah.
work, how are you going to make it work?
Yeah, sure. And the thing is, in the news industry of Aruba and the media industry of Aruba, it's always a conflict. It's always working against each other, trying to break this one and trying. Well, you don't pay my bills. You don't enjoy my win when I win. So why do I care what
Yeah.
you do or don't do? I don't really care. And that's why they don't like me, because I tell them I just simply don't care what the fuck you want to say.
And
We
that's
have
In
fair.
Aruba, there's
Yeah.
a lot.
We are
a lot of
doing
people
our
has
thing.
envy. There's Nvidia. It's a
Yeah,
huge
but
problem on the islands.
you should envy someone that has success. We're still working. We're still trying to make it.
Yeah.
So why envy us? We're just doing
I mean,
what we want.
there was one year I put this up and I remember getting a reaction, but really feeling it like, you know, you wake up and I'm going to say something and, you know, unsuccessful people get jealous when they see people do well.
Yeah,
Successful people, when they see somebody do well, they get inspired.
sure, of course.
They want to be related
Yeah,
to them.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to do what they're doing. They're not going to try to like dim you down. They're going to be like more
You
like
want-
that, more like this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
another thing, you just have to at one point stop worrying about being liked.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the best thing about my 40s.
And that's gonna
Honestly.
help you do the best
Yeah.
work that
Yeah.
you could do in your life is when you stop worrying about
I think that holds a lot of
being
people
liked.
back.
And just
Yeah.
saying, I need to, this is my goal and I need to achieve it. And I don't need you to like me along the way for
Yeah,
it.
for sure. I really honestly, like, 41 now, and I really
much?
don't. 41.
She's the baby of the group.
Yeah,
But I
think-
really, sincerely, I'm telling a lot of you, like, oh, I'm turning 39.
Are you allowed to
or-
drink alcohol?
Listen, if my mom is watching, no.
No, he
So
got
your
yelled
mom-
by his mom a lot of times. Right? So.
My mom
I don't
yelled.
know, man.
all
My
the
mom
time
is
at me.
Muslim, and she's like really like, so this is just juice, mom.
With vodka.
No, stop.
I am a snitch, yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate that. But what I love most about my 40s is like, I really don't care if you like me or not. I feel like I put my best foot forward day in, day out. Some days I'm trash, and it is what it is. But I really do feel like I do my best, and I really don't care if you don't like me. And I think that's been super freeing. And I think I work better, and I work harder, and I work faster, and I'm more efficient without that sort of baggage.
And with a podcast right now, no, you
Right.
guys are going to start with your podcast. There's so much you can. There's so much we can learn from you guys.
I hope so. I don't know.
We both took a while to look out in the sky. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, episode one's all about
you don't-
algebra. So, I mean, you guys are going to be in for it. We're doing
So
algebra
our probably,
lessons.
what we decided though, that probably our first podcast, she'll be my guest, I'll be hers.
We're going to do, we're going to interview each
So
other.
it's just going to be more
Can
of
you
this.
invite us?
Yeah, of course.
Just to
We're gonna
say,
be behind the
we were,
camera, so
me and Jason were there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that like we've known each other for almost like the 9 years that I've lived here. And there's so much that like every time we get together, we just talk and ideas, and we go, oh yeah, we can do this and that. So I think it'd be really cool if we got on each other's podcast for episode 1.
Yeah, for episode
Definitely.
1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Episode 1 or 1.
Boom,
One
yeah.
and one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
The owner's wife
Owner's
and a
wife.
day with a penis.
And David
Yeah.
Venus. I think that
Do-
should be
do
a
you-
working title. I'm not sure if that should be what you go with.
Do you have a title? Do you have a?
I'm thinking about,
You're
obviously,
thinking about it.
I've gone through a few in my head just this morning.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, we can set this as a brainstorming session.
brainstorming.
We
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
should.
I just got,
A film brainstorming
Yeah,
session.
I'm pretty like a. That's one of the things I really enjoy is branding. So I love when somebody can translate like a name that means a lot of things or means something to them. My best friend since I'm 7 years old, she's also like a big buff on branding, and she just named her truck. Her son is named Mar. Her partner, her business partners, and his wife, their name is Marco, their son. And she wanted to do something that had to do with robusto and crudo. And then she put up these old school sailor things, and she called it Mar.co, like Mar Company, but it's called Marco. And I'm like,
Yeah, amazing.
so I'm
Yeah.
a little bit like those kind of persons who are like it goes back to. I remember 25 years ago. I cannot even tell you guys the amount of like cheesy jokes I got when I said my company was named Vibration.
well, I mean, listen,
Oh
you
my
teed it
god!
up.
It was like I was
I
like,
don't understand. Can you explain?
He's very innocent.
and then the last 15 years, everybody's like good vibes. Vibe
Yeah.
this, vibe
Yeah.
this, blah blah blah, and now it's like they wouldn't dare tell you anything about it. But me, I had guys who would like you would give them their hand and you're talking to them about a business deal, boys club,
Yeah.
and they would give you a little wink and go, "Oh, vibration." You're like, "Ew," If I was Mario, would you be?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you
Would-
been giving me a
yeah.
little wink when I told
No.
you the name of my company?
Yes.
Well, depending on the other people.
Yes.
But it's those kind of cheeseballs things that you're like, oh,
Hey, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that on that level you still get those cheesy.
dude,
Oh,
I've been
boy.
in meetings where I've given a handshake and I've got my hand fondled.
Really?
That does not
Well-
surprise me
And
in
as
the least, and I'm
gross,
sorry.
as gross as that is,
Yeah.
because you still need to be like the more professional.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're the girl who pulls her hand away and gives them a mean look,
And then
what kind of energy did you just
Or
create?
if you don't get
Yeah.
the deal, or you don't, whatever it
But
is.
at the same time, it's like, ew, dude, who do
Yeah.
you think? What do you think you can
Yeah.
come and do that?
Well, I was in a couple of meetings that they. Okay,
Did
another
you get like,
Did you get that? Like, I mean, we both know exactly what we're like. That gross. It's happened.
It was a he, but okay,
It
another
was
topic.
a he. I mean, listen. Try having the name Amal Farhat. What kind of nickname would you come up with that name?
I don't know.
Come on,
I don't know.
change
Jason?
one letter.
Amal Farhat.
Yeah.
You don't think of anal fart hat?
No.
Really?
No,
Okay, but
no,
the fart part I
no,
did, but
no,
the
no.
anal I did.
The anal, yeah.
This part of the table doesn't.
Reggie.
Reggie's love anal
just
fart
laughing
hat.
about
Yeah. So you guys here, this is a
We
perfect
are very
small business.
innocent.
This
Just
is a
know we
small
are very
business
innocent
moment.
people. We don't.
Small business struggles, if I could interrupt right now. I just got a text message from the owner. Sorry to bother you, hun, but the oven broke down this afternoon. Therefore, no ribs. They're not cooked properly. Fuck. Can you post? We have a full house tonight looking for ribs. That just happened. So there you go.
They're gonna kill you.
They're going to kill me. They're going to
Doesn't
skewer me. People are going to get so angry.
So where can
That's-
we get a cheap ribs?
Well, I'm going to cook them properly at home tonight, but there's no ribs night tonight. So sorry. But that's kind of one of
So
those
you
things that we
invite
deal
me
with.
for ribs and there's no
But
ribs.
do you see what I mean? So this is the owner is texting the owner's wife, and the owner's wife has to deal with it to tell the public there's no ribs. Because
Yeah.
the owner doesn't do that kind of stuff. The owner's wife does it.
Yeah,
So yeah, anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt to do
but
that.
shit
but
happens. Yeah.
It
I mean,
sure
shit
does.
happens.
Yeah, it sure does. But we're
Yeah.
going to get, there's a
Roll
couple
with
of
the
tourists
punches.
tourists are going to get mad at me.
It's still amazing.
Hopefully, they can write a bad review and you can respond to
I
them.
hope they can write a bad review. Let's go.
They leave
You know-
Oh, they do. They do leave bad
You have
reviews.
no idea how excited I get when you put a story with.
I do.
Oh my God, this is the best thing
I
ever.
love when she says, "This guy just told me something about the neighborhood and something about that," and I'm like, "Oh, this
Do
is
not
Oh
come,
my God,
and
yes.
reviews do
You know-
not
I
come
can't wait
after our
for it.
neighborhood.
You're like Dory and Nemo, like, well, this is gonna be good."
Wait, yeah.
When people come after our neighborhood and reviews, I jump down the door. It's like, I mean, come on. We got a uni in our neighborhood. We got a school. We got a law offices.
Amal just
That can be
adjusted her
a-
glasses before she started.
Yeah.
That can be a whole
Expect-
segment in your
expect them
podcast.
to-
Just
I will
reading
be.
reviews of some.
Yeah.
I will be. There's.
Yes,
I mean,
it's
like I get
hilarious.
fired up. Like, don't. I mean, it's okay to leave a bad review about something if it's like a bad review, but to leave me a 1-star review and say you could leave a minus 100-star review. If you could, but you couldn't because the neighborhood was dodgy and it looked like there were drug addicts everywhere. So
They
you-
were.
There were, but but the point is,
But they were inside.
the point is like they made a reservation and they're actively in the review saying taxi drove up, decided not to go in because the neighborhood was dodgy. So 1-star review. The fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I jump down the throat of those people, or you can see when a review is so glaringly,
Yeah.
and blatantly
and
a
that
lie.
people take the time to do that. crap.
Yeah, it's.
Like,
But I
dude.
Yeah, but
usually take the time to clap back.
yeah,
I take the time, right?
You know.
I know. I look forward to them. I'm like,
Yeah, but
"Ooh," and
you
then check
have
on
to
their-
understand that that's the highlight of their day. Making a, I will show
What
her
a
and.
sad little life these people lead.
But
my
they
God.
do have a sad little life.
do.
There was
They
one lady.
do,
No,
yeah.
there was one guy. What was his name? Oh, people are gonna skewer me for forgetting his name. Come on, Jason, help me. The guy that never came to Alfie's, and he gave us bad reviews and saying we had like shitty American heart attack food. What was his name?
No, I don't
I was
remember.
gonna put his.
I'm horrible with names.
Dude, there was a woman named Rhonda. Rhonda left us a bad review as well because we ran out of ribs too early.
Yeah.
But there was a guy that was leaving us. He was like trolling us on posts of our food. He didn't even ever come to Alfie's. But I'd post a picture of a burger and he's like, "Ooh, bad heart attack American food," and then barf emojis. I was like, "Bro, you've never even been here." Humphrey W. What would Humphrey do? That's what we kept doing. We kept like skewering Humphrey after.
Make it a t-shirt.
You can make a t-shirt.
Elton could have answered that back.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
gonna
man,
be,
this
what
guy-
is this guy?
Humphrey
Yeah,
W. and
yeah.
Rhonda P. They should get married.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know. I don't get that.
Oh, then you have Trump
P.
as
Humphrey.
a child.
Yeah, then we have a superpower of like shitty reviewers.
Yeah, like a Donald Trump
I don't know.
type.
It was
But,
weird.
you know, you get more content, suppose.
That's true. Like, I mean, listen, people leave bad reviews, but it gives me
I will.
fire.
I will.
Wait, you got to come in for your dinner. I offered you guys dinner sometime.
Why?
Because I like to
They-
I grease your palm a little bit. I'm Lebanese. That's what we
I
do.
am telling you though.
That's what I do.
For us, it's like the homey place. Like, now that we have the kids, but before we were, it was like a homey place, like our date night place, our let's get up and dress and go out
Mm-hmm.
before place, or let's not dress up at all and go in
Alfie's-
a place and
yeah.
let us go in our
Come and
Naked?
slum it with us. I mean,
We
listen.
don't do naked Thursdays anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys
yeah.
stopped that.
We're
People were
like-
catching on. It was getting
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a trend.
We don't have a permit for that.
Like we
We're
also
gonna start,
feel,
Yes,
and we weren't
yes,
speaking
yes,
in papiamento. So
Oh, they don't like it.
it's
Don't-
like that's papiamento. They show up naked. Who are these
Yeah,
people doing?
yeah.
Get
I mean,
shit.
Alfie's is a place. Come in dressed schluppy. Come in dressed like you're going to the ball. I don't
Love it.
But
It
not
feels
naked.
like a
listen. I mean,
Have
put
you
some
ever
shorts
had
on.
someone naked in the Alfies?
Okay, so
She knows him?
Listen, we did have a guy. I will not say his name or what he did for a
Jason?
living. No.
Jason,
No, not
His name started with a J, but it wasn't Jason.
not Jason, Reggie.
I have video of him
Yeah.
in his boxer shorts, wearing nothing else, on our bar, strutting around like a rooster and making rooster sounds all over our bar. I'm talking just as, I don't know why he was in his boxers. It was very late at night. There were last round of customers. And the Tragically Hip was playing at Alfie's, which is a very storied Canadian band. And these guys were Canadian. And honestly, I have a picture of him. And he texted me like the week later. He's like, Amal, I will lose my job if that video comes out. Please
Poor
make. I said,
thing.
don't worry about it, pal. It's. But I still have it.
But you will be coming here every Thursday.
You will be
Yeah.
coming here. A good
and
looking dude.
ordering a for me.
Yeah.
Good looking dude. But yeah, I remember this like very vividly. I'm going, what the fuck is going on?
So if anybody's watching and want to do a striptease, I will pay for it in Alfie's.
You know what?
I got you. I'll be a
Game
sponsor
on.
as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, we're an inclusive space. As long as everybody
Yeah.
feels safe, I'm okay with whatever goes on. However, I don't know if we have a permit for that.
Do you have a permit for working in Alfie's?
Listen,
You can put he was just drunk.
I have a vergunning.
was-
If
There's a
that's what you're
permit.
asking.
He was drunk.
you have a working. Okay.
He was, yeah, I know, he was like polluted, drunk. But we do have some really weird nights. Like, you did an episode with Jis Bahari.
Yeah.
Beach was at the Alfie's one night, and our active
He
mirrors.
was stripping?
No, he was not, but I'll get to that point in a second. So Beach was there, Kevin De Silva, who is a
Yeah.
co-producer / sound engineer for Alfie's.
Yeah.
We were playing Cards Against Humanity. This was like 6 years ago, the year before COVID. And we were playing Cards Against Humanity. It was a slow night. We're having a fun time. It was on Sundays. We used to be open. And a woman walked in like a bat out of hell. We'd never seen her before. We've never seen her since. She walked in and asked for 2 shots of Patron Silver.
Yeah.
I obliged. She didn't have a car. She was walking. And she started off on this tirade and started like she was giving a soliloquy. And her main message was the vagina is like a portobello mushroom. And she kept shouting this.
no.
And Beach and I were in tears. We couldn't. And she said her speech was the vagina is like a portobello mushroom and Jesus died for your sins. And then she emulated Jesus and yelled at all of us, Frankie goes to Hollywood. And she left. It was wonderful.
Nice.
It was one of those nights that you'll never get
So
out
Maria,
of your mind.
did you remember that night, Maria?
Beach remembers that, and yeah, we always laugh about
Do
it.
you remember this portobello lady?
The vagina is like a portobello mushroom. I know what a portobello mushroom looks like, and I know what a vagina looks like. I see zero
Oh, do you?
resemblance.
Do you?
I have to tell you something. If you look at a vagina, it looks like a portobello mushroom. Run for the hills.
Yeah, you
If
have
it
a
does,
problem.
yes,
yeah.
you run for
You
the
have a
hills.
problem, yeah.
It was the
It's the name of your
craziest.
street. It's Canada something.
Maybe it's a name for your podcast.
It
no?
might, the vagina,
just say it.
portobello mushroom journey. I don't know, but it was just
the
like
portobello vagina.
she might have been tripping on mushrooms. Like I don't know what was going on, but I've never seen her since. I hope she's okay. She was funny. And
Hopefully,
we really liked
yeah.
it. Yeah, we really liked her
Yeah.
weirdness. I like that. I like
And
those nights. I missed those nights.
Maria-
When was that again?
Oh, that was about 6 years ago.
Omar, where
He's
were
like,
you
what's your
6 years ago?
What's your Instagram?
What's her
Where
Insta?
were you 6
Did you
years
get the
ago?
contact?
She was
Maria-
like a beautiful drunken fairy. She just came in and
What's your
I
Instagram?
never mind. Beautiful drunken Fernando.
Do you have I don't know, weird stories in your
Oh my
25
gosh,
sure she
years?
has the
Like you
weirdest-
just said about the Instagram, we were joking this week, and we were talking. We had a little dinner party at my house with a good a friend, who also does events, and then we were all talking about the P Diddy, trial.
Case, yeah,
what did
yeah.
you hear? What did you hear?
Yeah.
And he's like, there was one of the male escorts, and his name was the Punisher. And then, we're all like, oh, wow, oh, that's heavy. And one of my gay friends were on, and he's like, hashtag, what is his Instagram?
Yeah. Just saying, yeah.
asking for a friend.
The Punisher. What would you look for him if you were trying to find him?
Oh my God. You must have some 25 years working with artists and stuff. You just must have some, you're doing events in bars and
Great. I
clubs.
mean, like,
amazing stories, but some weird stuff too, which I like weird.
I mean, some PG-13, like things that you don't want to repeat.
But do you want a podcast that is PG-13?
I mean, I think as long
I
as
mean, you're professional, and I understand that we are not professional.
I swear too much. There's
you know,
no way Mike
I
can have a
think the
rating.
thing is you always want to respect something that happened with it, but there's
Sure.
stories again. I share because I think they're relatable.
Yeah.
And you don't need to mention where it was or what it was, but they're relatable.
I appreciate that about you. I'm okay putting things on blast, like the Citgo employee that made me wipe the sweat from under his boob. Did you hear about this? Yeah, I have no problem. Like the weirdest things happen to me. Jason's heard about these stories, and that's on open mic night. I generally start the night out because I promise you, in 7 days, the weirdest thing will happen. One day, something weird will happen to me, and it's always I don't know how to explain it. I'm like this magnet for just.
But that's the beautiful of a podcast show.
Yeah.
Just
There's always something to talk
just
about.
something, just talking about
Yeah.
relatable things.
Yeah. I mean, I like weird. I don't want to wipe anyone's boob sweat ever again. I'm actually pretty traumatized, but I can still feel it on my hand. It's so gross.
But was it warm or was it?
Stop.
Was
Yes,
it
it was
sweaty?
warm.
Was it sweaty?
watery?
It was
You have to
warm.
explain
How,
it
how
better.
did it smell like?
I just asked how his day was going. That's all I asked. And the guy reaches into my car. He's filling up
Because
my
I grabbed
gas.
my titty.
And he reached into my car, grabbed my left
told
hand,
me this.
and made me wipe. I just said how wipe under his boob. Like I had to lift, and he's like, "That's how I'm doing."
When was this again?
This was I want to say 8
Jason's
months
like,
ago.
what gas station is this? Is he
What'd you guys
always
say?
there?
Amal,
Sitco
where were
Boulevard.
you that day?
Sitco Boulevard. It wasn't. But this is the kind of thing that happens to me.
I will pay you later. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
These are the things that I go, are you kidding me? Like, there's no way that just happened, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I just, having a valet driver, I was running to a meeting. I was not late because I'm never late, but I wanted to get there early enough. And I give him my keys. I pre-tip and then I post-tip. I give him a tip. I'm dressed in a black pantsuit, wearing nice stilettos with a suit jacket. I've got a low-cut shirt, very much like this one. And he called me back. No, he called me
Can we
back.
see?
Yeah, you can absolutely see.
Don't talk to the owner's wife like
Don't
that.
do this. I'm the only
No,
one. But he
fine.
calls me back. He says, hey. And I walk back. I go, what's up? I thought someone in the car. He goes, you don't have to dress like that.
Angie.
Like what?
OMG.
Like what?
You don't let him live this
I
life
said, there's
no more.
no way you're talking to me. I said, okay.
You need Jesus.
It was the weirdest thing.
Oh no.
I just went, I'm looking at myself going, okay, like even my mom would be okay with me dressed like this. And it was the weirdest. So that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. And I think it would be fun to talk about. I think people might want to hear about it. Maybe they don't, but I'm going to tell them anyway.
They
Hey,
love
man.
want to hear about it.
They will. They listen to us. I don't know why, but they listen to us.
You have a point.
I'm proud to
we
be
did an
part.
episode. We just talked about misogyny in the island.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
the
Let's
problem
do it.
with misogyny on
I'm
the
down.
island. We
I'm
did it
down.
in-
I mean,
Yeah, there's Todd.
I'm grateful you guys are giving us a platform and
And
it's
a
really
voice. Yeah,
and a
very
voice.
cool.
I think it's
No.
really cool. I'm excited for it.
I think we are so happy to have you guys on
Hey,
board.
merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we're excited.
We're in the
you're-
boys club today.
Let's go. No, they're
no.
in the girls' club.
We are-
We are in the
We're in
girls'
the girls' club.
yeah.
Thank you.
I think I would be a nice lady.
I think you
I
would
think
be
you
too.
too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do. I do
Jason
think-
would be just
Wait.
chef's kiss, though.
You're
Don't you
not a
think,
lady?
Maria?
Chef, so
I'm
so
not a
cute.
lady.
I'm
shit.
thinking there's this
I
really
would
cool
be a
drag
slut.
show in Toronto. See, so Jason's coming with us to Toronto for North by Northeast to document the whole trip. And there's this really cool club called the Bovine Sex Club. And
Gay club.
What the what?
Is
The
it-
Bovine Sex Club. I mean, I don't know,
Oh.
but they do this really cool drag. There's a drag show that I was at when I was at Departure. But I'm thinking we put
Jason?
Jason in a dress. I think he'd
Yeah.
be amazing. I mean that. He's
I don't think you should
Gorgeous.
get rid of the wig.
Gorgeous.
No, keep the beard.
No.
Yeah,
Cheers.
gorgeous.
So
Gorgeous.
he's a great beard. Look at that beard. It's wonderful.
I can
Yeah.
put glitters in it if you want.
Speaking of glitter, can I just
Not that I've ever tried, but I
No.
would love that.
can I just give
My
a quick
wife will approve
wait?
immediately.
Can I give a quick nod
You know, I
to
can
a
put
glitter company?
and little
A glitter
ornaments.
company? Yeah, sure.
So there's two women that started a company called Glitter Girls on the island. June 6th at Alfie's send-off show, they've asked me if they could do a pro bono Glitter Girls night and just glitter everybody Active Mirror was like, oh my God, no. And I was like, yes, please. So the
So
glitter girls will be at Alfie's June 6th at the Active Mirror show.
Do you know
I
something?
will let them glitter my beard.
I got an email.
I'm so excited.
I
My
got
wife-
an email from you.
my wife
Like,
will
I will,
Yeah.
so
I will
like
pay for it.
ups for those girls who are doing that. They're,
Yeah.
they're like
Girls.
putting themselves out
Sure.
there. They're finding out what they
Sure.
They're not
And they've already
sitting
got
down.
contracts with Gusto. Oh wait, no, don't quote me on Gusto, but I know Hidden has a contract with them. They were going up because they frequent those clubs a lot. So yeah, I mean, I am vehemently against glitter. I want to put that out there because I will find it 8 months later in my nostril. However,
Yeah, but you know the other white thing you have to sniff, not glitter. Glitter is not for
If it
sniffing.
shines,
It's not for
horrible.
sniffing.
Don't
No,
rewind.
no.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it. It's cool. Glitters makes people happy. No
And
one's
they have
ever.
they have a new business.
if it's glitter, it'll be better.
When I lived in, when I used to go to school in Netherlands, we started me and a friend of mine, we started a small company based on Sanjo Frank glitters in the United States.
Really?
We
All the glitter bombs?
Yeah, but we call it kut sanding, which means shit sanding.
Shit sanding,
Shit
yeah.
sanding. We base the whole plan on sending Dutch people small letters that will pop up with glitters, similar, just like I think it's semi-film glitters in there. It's called semi-film glitter bomb. And we did it as a project in school, and we tested it in school.
So
But
they're,
it's
But
they're
that's
a new business.
entrepreneurial.
2 weeks to remove all the glitters.
So they're a new business in Aruba.
Yeah, they're new and they're really working hard at going around to clubs and parties and events. Glitter
them-
girls.
Tell them this.
Okay.
I will give them in Almainta 3 times a week a banner for a whole month free.
You guys heard that.
You guys, glitter girls,
for
you
the-
heard that.
Just for the startup and glittering Jason on the 6th.
They were,
Okay,
they can
let's
glitter
go.
me on the 6th.
You're getting glitter
on the
bombed on the
6th,
6th.
yeah.
It's like
Okay.
4 days later. So.
Okay.
Reggie, bota trabajar día 6? I need a live streaming of that.
No, I will,
I so
I will
need the live
record it
streaming.
myself. Don't worry.
I so need a live stream.
I got a live stream though, an apology to Ribs people when we're done this, okay?
You
Say
should-
you
should
need,
do
you
a
need.
live stream.
I'm gonna do a live stream on
You
Facebook.
need. There's aqui 12
saying we're
mangos.
sorry.
You can do a live stream while we'll take
Can I?
it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's
man.
do a quick live stream, guys, to apologize to people about
Yeah.
Ribs night being canceled because our ovens
Yeah.
fucked up. You guys okay? You okay with that, Maria?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
That's why-
You
yeah,
guys can
but-
talk amongst
Yeah,
yourselves.
Jason did
Drunk
his
gossip.
makeup, so
We're just gonna do a quick.
You know that trend that went on that people were putting glitter in their beer?
You know, I was
I
invited,
didn't- I
but when
didn't
I
do it,
just
yeah.
got back in the
Guys, you couldn't look me in the eyes when I said that.
I didn't do it.
You guys are like, what trend?
What?
When I
What have you heard?
when I got back
Did
in
Marilu
Aruba,
tell you what I was doing last week?
Why am I being such a boomer? I need
when
to switch
I
the
got back in
camera
Aruba
around.
in 2018, they did
Do
a
you know?
competition for
Do you
that.
need help? To,
I know what's going on.
Jason?
Why can't I switch the camera around, guys? Help me out here. What's going on? Doesn't say camera switchy.
Are you on live?
I'm on live, but it's got to go like this.
Let
Do
me
you want to
see.
announce it? Here. I don't know.
Live
what's
in the
Can you
live
switch my
recorder, yeah.
camera around?
Rotate.
Oh, thanks, pal. But that's
Yes.
oh, thanks, pal. Okay, so let's do this. You guys can talk amongst yourselves, but we're gonna do a quick little live stream if that's
Go ahead,
okay.
go ahead.
yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm the owner's wife. You guys all know me well. This is Maria
Yeah.
from Vibration PR.
Jason Drunkcast, MPC, Omar, MPC.
From Drunkcast, yeah.
Drunkcast.
Watch
Yeah.
us.
So we're filming a live. We're filming a podcast
podcast,
right now,
yeah.
and I just got a message from the owner, Peter, that Ribs Night is canceled tonight. I'm really sorry, guys. Apparently, the oven
Boo.
broke during cooking.
Boo.
And he's fixed the oven and cooking them now. So Ribs Night is tomorrow night. So don't come at me in the reviews or come at me if you're looking to get a little blast from the owner's wife. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Sorry I
In any
couldn't
case,
post.
you can put the blame on Omar. He
Yeah.
ate all the ribs.
It's
and
his
then
fault.
the
It
doors
was
are open.
you can see where they went.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, sorry, no Ribs Night. Thursday, March 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday, March 22, because the oven broke. Anyway, it is what it is. Sorry, don't come at me. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and tune in to
Cheers.
Drunken Cast from NPC
The owner's
Productions.
wife.
The
And we
owner's
still
wife.
have we they don't have the
I'm still
title
going
yet.
for.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still going for like a penis a day.
Penis a day. Penis for a day.
I vote for
Hers
that.
might be
yeah.
called a penis for a day. But we got
Yeah.
new podcast coming out NPC. So thank you guys very much. Bye.
Nice
All right,
one.
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Nice one. All right. So the
Okay,
ladies,
I just moved my meeting.
you just move it. Yeah. So
No,
the
no,
ladies
right.
tell them
Yes.
3 times a week, a banner, free 1 month.
Okay. Glitter Girls, Kelly and Jenny,
Yeah.
a banner,
Free for charge.
If you glitter Jason, like glitter bomb him.
Yeah.
Just do
Ju-
that.
no, just,
Yeah.
a bit,
Just do
because
it.
I have to travel 4 days later.
So what if you're
I don't
traveling?
fucking
Glitter makes
care.
people happy, bro.
We don't care.
I'm going to Bogota, so no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love Bogota.
I know people there, so I don't.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to Colombia,
I'm going to Colombia, from
and
Colombia to
then,
Costa Rica,
and then to Costa Rica, and then to Canada.
and then to Canada. Yeah.
So
There's just a huge chance I'm gonna be go to
we are
Bogota.
expecting a bonus or something with your.
Yes, definitely.
I should. I
I'm
think.
behind you.
Yeah, I think you should. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next podcast, whether it's Amal or mine,
Yeah.
we can announce the talent for the concert.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I was
Besides-
going to say you still haven't set. You were
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Active Mayor.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's give you guys a little bit taste. Like, for those who like things that are like amoroso,
Yeah.
Okay.
That would yeah.
for
that would-
those people who like a little thing that's like a little rawi and a little
Yeah.
funk, we're gonna announce.
You know, Veneca is a good word. You know
Veneca's
what Veneca? Do you know what Veneca is?
I do not.
So, veneca was like a mean word.
It used to be a mean word.
It used to be a mean word that
Yeah.
they used to call Venezuelan women.
Colombians calling Venezuelan
Well,
women.
not only Colombians, it happened. You know, we had a huge diaspora. Venezuelans, 9 million Venezuelans have left the country in 20
sure.
years. And a mean word for the migration was to call veneca. It was like a mean word. You're not clean. You're coming here to steal our husbands, to come to buy our food.
Yeah, Arubian. Yeah, we went through that
So
phase. Yeah.
everybody went through it, and this band retook the word, and they flipped it around, and they said,
really,
being
I'm
a veneca
yeah.
is a wonderful thing. It's
I'm almost 50, and I'm
You're
not.
almost 50.
Yeah, I'm 49.
I thought you were.
Yeah, I
What?
know. Yeah,
I thought that time was a
know.
long time ago already.
I did plastic surgery, but it failed. But
Is
no,
that-
but I
is that
can't
make it 10
remember.
years younger, maybe 10 years older?
I can't remember Veneca being a bad word. It was always like girls from Venezuela.
you know, I always try to tell this to all my younger not Venezuelan, but Latin or immigrants or people come from Asia. Like,
That's what.
you don't have to take anything that people tries to throw you as an insult as an insult.
Yeah.
Being an immigrant is a beautiful thing. You know, having an accent and trying to speak another language is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you
So,
know.
like, we need to stop thinking it's like we need to retake the word
Yeah,
back.
Aruba
No, that's empty.
does have a history of discriminating, and xenophobia is one something. But you know who doesn't discriminate? Those that went to study in Holland, because we were discriminated in Holland. You were the black person, you were the Latin or the Arab because we are brown, so you were discriminated. I was there when Pim Fortuyn, a politician over there, was murdered, and everybody was watching me like I did it. And I mean,
You had that look though.
I know,
I mean, listen.
I
That's
know.
not a lie.
No, but I know, but still, and but how can you be discriminated and come to your island and discriminate someone? But
Because isn't it like cycle abuse? You
Yeah.
know, like the kids who get beat up,
Yeah.
beat up other kids, the kids who get insulted.
Yeah.
Like in Holland, I see that, right? You're not a Marubian, a Bonariano, you're an Antillano.
Yeah.
And when somebody commits a crime,
It's
you don't.
all of them.
The headliner isn't about the crime. The headliner is about where it came from.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Antillano robs this. Antillano kills that. Not about the crime, not around it, but and
But-
that's what happens here.
if you do something great, a Nederlander.
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 Yeah.
Doesn't
I've heard
matter
that,
if you did something
Yeah.
that's a Nederlander.
We
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
here.
But if it's wrong, Antillano.
Antillano,
We're
yeah.
here too. Like a Colombian is a Latino.
Yeah.
And a Latino. And you see, for example, the faces they don't talk about. Like right now, the top grades in all the schools in Aruba are Latin children.
A lot of children, yeah, really. We
Because
talk about
their
it.
parents will kick their ass when
Yeah.
they go home
Yeah,
and
we
they don't do
don't
well.
do-
There's
We
no.
had
We
one of
did.
the podcasts we did.
We talk about. I
talk
think the whole
about
episode
that.
was about that. But why?
My daughter was in VWO at that time. She's in Holland right now, but at that time, and she was but 3/4 of the class is either Latin or coming from a Latin family. And that was amazing. My time was either it was Dutchies or Chinese. But right now, it's the Latin culture is really big in Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God
Except
that
me, because my mother's Colombian, my father they work for me.
your mother's
My
Colombian.
mother's Colombian. Maybe
So
paisa.
the trait is in the blood.
No, that part was never in the blood.
Amal, but you're. Are you Muslim?
I am not. My parents are.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
am not.
But do you feel discriminated in Aruba?
No, I mean I'm Lebanese. I mean I'm proudly Arab.
But Aruba has a rich culture of Lebanese. and
There's a lot of
Aruba.
Lebanese people. I think they got too much money to talk to me though. I don't have the traditional Lebanese
so you
money.
you don't like the Mansours.
I don't know. I don't know if I know any.
I can call a few.
Let's go.
Eric, Alex.
I want to meet some family.
Alina.
Let's go. No, I mean honestly, I'm super proudly Lebanese. I've always loved being Lebanese. Not always loved, but I mean, I don't know. I like who I am.
Best Lebanese food in Aruba.
Oh, you can't do my house. My house.
oh.
No,
You cook?
yeah, hell yeah. I cook.
No.
Listen, my mom gave me.
Okay.
Okay.
Retracting.
go ahead.
Best commercial Lebanese food in
I
Aruba.
can't answer that because my house has the best fucking Lebanese food on the island.
Okay, after your house. Second.
I can't
second
do
best.
that. That's not fair.
Second
you know
best.
what? Okay, fine.
Peter's house.
Tell it.
You know what? I'll tell you.
You know, tell it.
want to have a good shawarma?
Yeah.
You got to go around the corner from Alfie's. There's a new shawarma shop that opened up.
Yeah.
That is legit shawarma.
How does it called?
Something shawarma.
Shawarma to
Yeah,
go.
something
So the
shawarma.
shawarma,
Yeah.
I think it's called
Yeah.
shawarma to go.
Yeah.
I can check the name.
But
Please,
people
please,
should
please,
be
second one.
going there.
Trust me.
It's
Go
good.
there.
It's
Listen.
good.
It's
It's a
good.
small business.
It's really good.
Small
But
business.
I learned something today.
What's that?
Not all shawarma are the same shawarma.
No, they really are. The only thing is, and I'm gonna make a note of this. I'm gonna do. So one of these staples of shawarma from where I'm from, Lebanese
Just
shawarma,
know
not Turkish.
it is shawarma to go.
Okay, shawarma to go. Hardworking people, please go there. They work really. They're amazing.
Trust me,
But
and the food is
for
amazing.
me, a shawarma is not complete without pickled turnips. Okay,
Okay, yeah,
kabis in
yeah,
Arabic,
yeah,
called
yeah.
kabis. I make pickled turnips. I went there. I was like, bro, where's the pickled turnip? He's like, Arubans don't like pickles. I was like, I don't even care.
That's-
Let them pick it out.
Yeah.
It's got to be on the shawarma.
Yeah.
But his shawarma is super legit. Seriously?
Yums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make some pickled turnips and drop them off, and maybe he can put them on the shawarmas of people that like.
You
pickles.
should.
They're so good.
I'm personally a big fan of marhaba.
Cool.
I was telling it marhaba, you know, I
Marhaba,
like
yeah.
marhaba.
Marhaba, yeah.
And someone called me. It's not marhaba. It's marhaba. And
Marhaba, yeah.
And I was the last time I was speaking Arab, didn't learn that.
I think
But
any
I
way
like-
you pronounce
I like
it is
marhaba,
amazing because you're trying, so it doesn't matter.
I like marhaba.
But how
I
do you
like
pronounce
I
it?
like Lebanese
Marhaba.
food.
Yeah, I like Lebanese food.
Just
yeah.
marhaba.
Marhaba, yeah.
As you can see, I like food.
Listen, man, I like
No
food
matter
too.
what kind of- I like
too.
food.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're
I
talking
never
to
noticed that.
You're preaching to the choir. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this out there right now. When we come back from North by, let's have a Lebanese dinner at my house, okay?
We should.
I will
In a
cook.
greenhouse.
Stop. My house is. I'm renting. It's not my. I didn't pay. My house is.
No,
Is it
We-
green or not?
It's green.
understand you. Don't worry, we understand.
The dishes are
Change.
green. The
If you,
curtains are green. Everything's green.
if you Google Aruba,
Yep.
the greenhouse is yours.
Listen, don't be sending people to
Yeah.
my house.
As I
Yeah.
said,
Blockhouse.
there are only 2 greenhouses in that area.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. One from AVP and yours.
And mine, honestly. But listen, I think I'm renting. I'm renting from. I don't know who
Is
I'm
it
renting.
coincidence? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like it's possible. We have.
Yeah.
It's a pretty green house. Like it's aggressively green.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
green. Green's
I
my
love
favorite
you. Look,
color.
but that's a nice green. It's not that green.
Green is my favorite color.
Well, then
Green
you
is your
can
favorite
come to my
color?
house more.
It
You'll
is.
blend in.
What is my favorite color?
I don't know.
What
what is
your
your favorite color?
I think gold whiskey.
Gold is a good color.
Do you have any gold?
I hate gold.
Oh, then,
Dude, then it can't be your favorite
I
color.
hate gold.
you know, I have to tell you guys, I was in Beirut a couple of years ago, first time back in 20 years, and my aunt took me to her jeweler. She's like, "Come on, you're gonna buy some gold." I don't know who's listening out there, but I got 18 karat gold for $53 a gram.
Holy shit.
If you know anything about gold, that is outrageous.
I have a friend that
And I'm
did.
very.
Beautiful gold too.
My mother was angry with the ring because apparently it's a cross.
I mean, you don't like.
I don't have my glasses. I can see
And
shit.
Muslims don't like
shit.
crosses.
I don't know, but my mom was very upset about it.
Yeah.
I love
And I
gold.
really like
No,
it.
I'm a silver
If you
guy.
look at-
I like
hold it the other way.
silver.
If
and-
you
put it like this,
I'm
it's
gold. I think I would.
I don't care. I love the
If I
ring. It's
could, I
cool.
would do like a pimp. I would have one on every finger.
I never liked yellow gold up until now I,
I
have this watch.
I can watch and watches
Yeah.
and I don't like jewelry. So
Really? Well,
I
yeah,
can afford
that's
it.
nice.
Yeah, my daughters give it to me. So,
Okay.
but I have my wedding ring on
Okay.
a keychain.
Okay.
Why is
So-
that closer to your heart?
No, so nobody can see it.
Take her reason. Take her reason first.
Nobody can. No, but-
Swollen fingers. No, yeah, close to my heart.
no. I used to work at the refinery, and it's forbidden to have the ring on your hand. So I
Why
always,
is that?
because
So
working.
So the single girls don't want to hook up with
no,
you?
well, there's a lot of boys there.
It can be a working hazard.
No, because
forbidden.
it's a work hazard when you put your fingers
know.
in engines and motors and everything.
Yes, that's
so
right.
it's a safety hazard. So most of the guys did it, or they just took it away. So
I mean, I wear mine, but in Aruba, my knuckle swells. In Canada, I can wear my wedding rings, no problem. Here, kind of stuck. But
you know
I
what
don't
the
know, I
people
like
are saying?
What are they saying?
Oh, he has it on a chain because it doesn't fit anymore.
How do you know people are saying that? Don't be so cynical.
I know who sees the Drunken Cast.
My wedding ring, I think like a week after we got married, Elton came in like pale, and I knew he wanted to tell me something, but he didn't know how to tell me it. He's like, nah, cooking for me. I'm like, something's up with this
Yeah.
guy. He's like, I might have lost the wedding ring. A week after we married. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you know, I went outside, I was watering the plants, this and that, and it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
So he always tells me when I'm like, you lost your ring. He's like, I didn't lose my ring. It's somewhere in the back.
You know,
It's there.
It's
Peter
there.
and Elton.
He's
Are,
like,
Peter also lost his ring a
he's
week
like,
after he got
someday
married.
somebody will find
Yeah.
a treasure
Yeah.
and they'll find our ring. I'm like, is that so? He's like,
I,
yes.
I have a friend, and the day of the
Honestly.
celebration, the wedding celebration, he got in a drinking. He got in a huge fight with his wife.
The day of.
The day of. So it was a mangahalto. In his rage, he took off the ring and threw it in the water.
The day of the wedding.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Are they still married?
No. The lady did. Okay, not my friend.
That's
The-
understandable.
Yeah, the lady did. She took the ring, and so after a couple of years, I think it was 8 or 9 years.
They lasted that long.
The anniversary was coming, and we had a business together. We have a construction business together. So I was telling him, hey, do something nice with your wife, a restaurant or maybe a small party with do something nice. And she came, and it was supposed to be a surprise, but she was so meddling, so eager to know everything. So she came and listen. I know about the party, and I have something to ask you. This happens on the wedding day. I threw the ring in the water. So can you convince my husband to buy me another ring? So I went telling my friend, look, I know this happens. She was mad. 9 years. It's time to forgive. And you know what the present was for her? A flapper and
I was going to say a metal detector.
Flippers and goggles.
yeah. And he was, here, darling, go look for your ring.
That's just looking for death.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Are they still together?
Oh,
That was
no.
fun.
A shocking.
I was going to tell
shocking.
you, that
No.
shit is looking for death. Like,
Oh,
you
she
bet.
was.
That's like, ooh.
She
That guy was risking it all.
And it was a close party. A couple of families, and she was pissed.
I mean, that's risky as hell to give that as a gift.
She was so amazing, but pissed. She was pissed.
But is he still alive?
Yeah, he's just,
Jesus.
he's married for the third time.
That's he's
Oh,
married for the
third
third
time.
time. She is.
but no,
Wow.
she is too. But they're married, and they're amazing people. But still,
That's kind of funny though. I mean, you have to accept. You have to understand the comedic sort of value.
yeah. Here's your flapper and the goggles. Go find your fucking link.
Yeah, you know, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Like for me, I made peace with it in the sense of like, I wouldn't go buy another ring. Like,
I mean, we went.
you spent it, now
yeah.
it belongs to the universe.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Peter,
that was
Peter also.
how many years ago?
I mean, we got married this Saturday, 7 years ago.
Okay.
7
And
years.
we were 13 years together. He lost the wedding ring a week after we got married, and I was very particular that I wanted rose gold, which is a very
Yeah.
difficult
Okay.
gold to find.
Yeah, my wife.
So what we had to do is we had to have gold melted
Yeah.
and made into it, and so he had a ring and I had a ring, and we broke. I think it says our wedding date on it.
Yeah.
And we both got, and he lost it a week after. But the thing also, this I'm gonna give to him. He lost like 17 kilos between the month before we got married and 2 months afterwards. He's like, oh my God, I've gained so much weight, and he lost all this weight, and I went out and it went like, bloop.
Yeah.
It happens.
Either that or he traded it for beers.
No. But I mean,
I
seriously.
don't think beers, whiskey maybe, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you're probably,
Incidentally,
that's your
Peter,
story.
Yeah,
Peter
that's my
also
story.
lost his ring the
I
week
like how
after
you
we
guys
got
are
married.
like, whiskey's decent. That's okay.
And
I'm fucked because this is my wedding. It's a stainless steel, so I can charge you for shit.
yeah, no, you can't. But
this
so
is graphite.
Peter's
Taco
ring.
probably has like a shitload of wedding rings, and people are like,
Yeah.
I don't
What can
want.
I
I don't
get
want.
Well, yeah, sure. La Estrella, if you go to La Estrella.
No, go to Royal Diamonds. I'll tell you. Like I said, Peter lost his ring the week after we got married. We were back in Canada. He was working, and he was reaching behind a freezer, and it fell off. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh. And it wasn't a particular. It was a white gold ring, but it wasn't. It was special because we the first person we met in Aruba, who told us we were not crazy because when we said we bought this restaurant, we're going to move here, was Raj from Royal Diamonds and Jewels. I will
Okay.
give him a
Yeah.
plug because
Yeah.
when Peter proposed to me, we were in Aruba, and he proposed we were on the north side, and he's you know Peter pretty well.
love him.
He's not a very in touch with his emotions,
Yes.
romantic guy.
As he should.
He called me over. He's like, "Get over here, hurry, hurry!" And I'm going, "What's going on?" I run over, and he'd written in the sand, "Amal, will you marry me?" And that's how much time I had to
Nice.
process it before he said, "Don't cry."
Yeah.
And he proposed with a milk jug ring that he found in the. I know, right?
Yeah.
See, that's
That's-
Venezuelan in me.
That's
I'm like,
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was this blue, and I took a picture of the thing, and I said, of course, yes. But then we went to see Raj to get our wedding rings, and very simple stuff. But Peter looks at Raj, as we're leaving, we'd order the ring, as we're leaving, he goes, you look like you got a lot of jewels kind of hanging around. Pick something up off the ground, just like a little diamond and stick it in my ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Raj did that. He put a little diamond in Peter's ring, and that was the ring he'd lost initially. And anyway, we ended up finding it like a year or two later when we sold the restaurant. We moved all the equipment and found it. But yeah, shout out to Raj, who really
So he has the ring again.
he has that ring again. But we did get another. Yeah, I was like, I'm not letting that guy walk around without a ring on his finger. Are you kidding me? It's too charming to walk around without a ring on his finger.
So he lost it again.
Yeah, that's Elton's freebie. He walks
No, I
around
can't
with
get that ring off of him. I've never seen him without it.
Yeah.
Honestly, but yeah, that was funny. The little diamond, it was funny.
Reggie, ¿cuánto horas tienes?
2 horas ago.
I think we're like pretty.
Yeah.
No, we have to speak in 4 minutes. We're speaking 2 hours. So.
All right.
No way.
So I think
Okay. We can wrap it up.
call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just spilled vodka on me and I got to go to work. So yeah, we can probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's nice. Classy girl.
If you can handle alcohol,
You're alcoholic.
You shouldn't have a bar.
should have a bottle.
This is lunch.
And when you go to bed, you
And
smell
she's
vodka.
tiny.
You smell like vodka.
This is the difference. She's tiny.
I'm not.
So like
Are you?
we can intake much more.
So you're 4 feet.
Listen, I'm 5 foot nothing. Get it right.
You're 5 feet?
5 foot
Oh my
nothing.
god, you're so cute. I'm gonna put you in my pocket.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
She's so cute. The thing is, that talks to you about personality. You think of her personality, you don't think she's small, like physically.
Yeah.
But she's
I
a tiny
know.
physically person. But
Yeah.
because of her personality, you don't think of Amal as a small person.
Yeah.
You know? My
Thanks,
mom
pal.
my mom is totally like that. My mom is 5'1".
Your mom
My
lives.
mom. But when I think of my mom, I tell Elton, I'm 5'6", but I always think of her like looking down at me and telling me something.
Yeah.
Which never has happened
Yeah,
in her life.
yeah,
She's always
yeah.
been like this. But all my life I've been like,
Yeah.
because of
Moms
who
are
she
like
is.
that.
Yeah. Moms
you have
are
that-
like that.
Moms are like that.
My moms watch every episode, and I don't have any critics like my mom. Why do you
drink
have
so
to swear
much?
so much?
Why
Why
do-
does Jason have to swear so much?
I mean, you did
I
really
told
well
her
this
mom,
episode.
I always told her mom,
Yeah, I did.
I never drank before, but after I met him the first time, I started drinking.
This is true. Jason's mom and Or's mom, this is true.
Yeah.
And you did really well. You
my
said
mom
like
is
2
tiny
swear
as
words.
well.
Well, my mom.
It was a tiny Colombian lady.
The first time I said,
Are
"Mama,"
we just making bigger women now? Because like women, it seems like everybody's mom was like this little tiny Nona. Like
yeah.
But you know my mom. So my
Yeah,
mom is
yeah.
a skinny, tiny,
Listen,
small
my mom's the same
Colombian.
thing.
Yeah.
My mom is like relatively short, but this woman could kick anybody's ass. She is built
My
like a
mom.
brick shit house.
My mom.
It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
my mom the same, yeah.
She could throw, honestly, with the precision of a chancla.
Chancla, yeah.
Chancla,
Yeah.
yeah.
God. Yeah,
Culture
in,
transcends.
in
By the
Arabic,
way-
it's shahata. She would whip a shahata.
Yeah, we did the first episode we did together with this group.
With,
we did a
another,
group,
with another show we're still working on.
Yeah, and it's a show called Linga
Linga Caliente.
Caliente,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was three Gen Zs, but with a producer and talking about some certain events. It was the time that the submarine imploded.
The
Going
Titanic
to the
submarine.
yeah,
Atlantic.
yeah.
Okay. So we were doing, and they were talking about chanclas, and they were young people, and we were, I was so related. Moms with chanclas.
The chancla, man.
Oh,
Gets us
that
all
was
together.
so related. So we were trying to get three
Get the
hosts.
merchandise with them in chanclada.
Yeah, we were trying to get
My wife
three hosts.
hated that, though.
Yeah.
They really could.
So
I mean,
if
but
you,
you know what? Bless them all.
if you know three of persons that would like a podcast with that environment, the three Gen Zs with that want to do a podcast.
I think I could rustle up some Gen Zs for you.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah.
We were.
We're looking for 3 hosts to do that.
Yeah. The first one I did was with a well-known gay personality in Aruba.
I think you
As
can say his name.
yeah, Shark was the first
Oh
one.
yeah,
I love Shark.
You love Shark.
I think he's so funny.
Shark.
You made him,
The
you
first
made him
one.
barf.
Oh, I think
The
he's
first
so
one. The
funny.
first one that I.
Wait, you made him barf?
Yeah.
How did you
We had these super scorcher wings at Alfie's and a scorcher sandwich that was like 2 million Scoville. I don't know, that's the thing, but they were super hot.
Really, really hot,
And they
yeah.
wanted
What,
to.
who's it? Was it Alex's idea?
No, it was Samil and Shark. They were doing their
Yeah.
no filter in
Yeah.
paradise, and they asked us to, can you bring some? So I brought them a couple of beers, and I felt so bad. Shark doesn't really like spicy
Spicy.
stuff. Had a couple of bites and went down in the dumpster to barf, and I was just like, I'm sorry, but Samil asked. It wasn't my fault.
This is so Amal to
Yeah.
tell you like that truth story.
I think-
I
I think-
felt so bad.
I think it was 8 years ago or something, and I was having, we need a podcast. So I had a gay person, a straight guy, and a lady, and the object was the idea was they're talking about life, but from different perspective, and we had Shark.
Yeah.
He was so. It was obvious that he would get his own show and do
Yeah,
it.
he's so on point. He's so
Yeah,
funny.
such a
nice.
personality, yeah,
He's a personality. He's so great and
Yeah, so confident.
yeah.
too.
He doesn't filter anything. That's what's
I love that.
Cheers
I
for
love
Shark.
that.
I
Yeah.
freaking love that.
I love
really do.
Talent.
Shark.
Like,
Yeah,
talent.
yeah,
Look at the
yeah.
broadcasters that we have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
lots of talent here.
him. I love him. I love the show. I love him and Samir. They're doing it great, and
Yep.
and maybe hopefully one day we have
Kudos,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
them in this podcast.
Well,
and
it's
and
nice that you support that. Like you said earlier, the
I
orange
like
economy.
it,
There's
yeah,
just so
yeah.
many creatives here that are trying to find a way. And we touched on this quickly, not to start a whole other conversation, but how difficult it is to get paid through the orange economy here
Yeah.
in Aruba. You know what I mean? Between PayPal and Facebook monetization and Instagram and TikTok.
Impossible.
yeah, but
It's
And
impossible.
most of the time, you
I
have
can-
to rely on the public.
yeah.
Yeah.
In
100%.
Aruba, you have
But
to rely on the public.
I can testify about that because our Mainta was a well-known newspaper for I think 20 years already, and when we took over 4 years ago, we changed perspective, we changed everything, and we do have a group of people that support the orange economy and support creativity, because they can say, well, listen, if you spend $2,000 in one podcast, you might as well pay me more. But they work together with us, and we do so many things that actually the money could go into them, but their belief, and they want to create something new, something great, and we do a lot of things that should cost a lot more, but because they work together, they want to do more with the project, and they allow me to say, Maria, I can broadcast, I can do something for free, I can do Amal, we will put it in our Mainta, and we do, but we are doing well. For the media, I don't know the numbers of every media outlet, but we are doing really well.
Especially the last couple of months.
Yeah,
Amazing.
this year, each month, the sales were better than all the 4 years we had.
Only growing, guys.
Yeah.
Only growing.
Cheers.
Growing,
Yeah.
cheers, santé.
So girls, ladies, girls. Amal was, yeah.
I'll take it, it's fine, I'll take it.
Girl is good. Girl is
41,
good.
I'll take it, called girl.
I'll take girls.
I'll take girls.
I'm the youngest one here.
You take girls? Okay.
It's all about comfort level.
I feel young again.
He's like, I want to take girls.
All good things comes to an end.
Yep.
And this podcast is a long one, but it's always easy to talk with amazing people. I'm so proud to be part of your project. We are so proud to be to know you guys, and all things that comes in the future. We have so much project together, and Amal, we have so much projects together. I don't. Singapore would be nice to send Jason or Reggie together. That would be wonderful.
Because I Reggie, right.
I would say Brazil would be mine time to go with
Okay.
the band.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, but
Come on,
and Maria.
Brazil will be awesome.
This is China.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, Maria, you're such amazing person, and I know we're gonna do great things together in the future. And for all the sponsors, which camera is mine, Reggie? Destiny Security, Destiny Security, Toro. Hey, thanks for support us. Na Lisette ku Papucho na Jungle Cafe, thanks for support us. Monica ku Bonnie na Bonilicious, go grab a cocktail. Amal,
Go grab a burger.
go grab a burger. I need the burger.
Go to Ribs Night. There's an
Oh, Ribs Night.
Wait, update. It's back on. It's back on. They figured it out there. It's back on. So I
Guys,
So you
ribs
have to do
night.
another.
I
to do
deleted the
another live.
video. I might have to do another one. But yes, it's back on. Peter found a way to cook them
This is what
fully.
the guys do.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
Make it
nice.
happen.
Nice.
They make
That's
it
what I mean.
happen.
You know what I mean? So it's,
It's a
Yeah,
hustle. It's a
yeah.
hustle.
Very-
It's the good.
I think
good vibes.
before we close, Amal can do a live again.
oh my God.
Oh my God.
I think you should do the live again. But
wanna
to
wear
all the
sunglasses
sponsors,
in
Hoops
it.
of Hope, Ushen, thank you.
Thank you.
All the sponsors, Angela at
Angela.
yeah,
Fructus Health.
Fructus Health. Reggie, it's the whiskey.
It's
Reggie,
he's a bit drunk. So.
Reggie at Aru Shots, Jason at Litlus.
Nos brother, hoe lang denk je te
Hey, los brothers to be in the back. Ito tresendo e placa back ko mamanda. E nós também será a mainta NPC tu nós será Amal. You go
Tres,
ahead.
dos.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
for giving us the space.
Thank you guys so
No,
very
so
much.
you're such
It
amazing.
was like sitting in the
Thank you,
living
you
room
guys.
and
Quick
talking
update.
about
Yeah.
Ribs
such
Night's
amazing
back on. We
person.
got everything sorted out. Apparently, this is the thing about small business or any business ownership. It's minute by minute. Very exciting. We're just signing off here with
Vai com
Aruba
os
You's
preços.
Drunken
Maar kom eens
Cast.
present aan Alfie Aruba, mensen.
Sim, Alfie Saruba, vai buscar os preços.
Vibration. Stay tuned for some crazy events with Vibration PR. The podcast that these guys are putting out is just absolutely wild. We're really grateful for these opportunities, and thanks for listening, everybody. Again, Ribs Night's back on. Liam and Mishak are on at like 7:30, so stay tuned. Swing by. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
There we went. I'm so,
So,
yippee.
Oh my God, yes.
Glamour Lady,
Glitter Girls.
Glitter
Glamour
Girls?
Lady.
Am I glamour lady?
You are Glamour
You are
Lady.
the
Look
Glamour
at you, those
Lady.
beautiful sunglasses. They're
Yeah.
I'm
wonderful.
like, I'm glamour lady.
You look amazing.
you're the glamour. You look amazing. Yeah.
They're like see-through too, so they're the best.
Just a quick, Jason. I can't thank you guys enough for the support with
too.
Alfie's Active Mirror, but just for also women in business, women in general, what we're doing.
Yeah, we do support women. in
Yeah,
business.
no, Jason is a huge supporter, but yeah, it's really important, and
I agree.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
We're just trying
For
to do
letting
good
me
things.
partner up with her and being with
Yeah,
her.
Oh, you're
honestly,
such an amazing
She's an
person.
absolute
So
force.
we are
and
so
I'm excited.
happy, and
Yeah.
thank you for giving platform.
Yeah,
we
merci
need it.
beaucoup, les amis.
We're gonna bring
Shukran.
some
Okay.
cool things to this.
Yeah.
That's French, I think.
Yeah.
Sì, se é pagamento, mas se não é daí é problema.
Papi, no, danki, danki well.
Sì, perché va
Shukran,
permesso.
thank
Non
you,
va
merci.
permesso.
What else?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
What else?
Reggie, Sarah.
Sarah.
Outro.
Hey. Hey.
Reggie, vamos começar. Não usa outro.
That door on the left.
Yeah, you look
outro
amazing.
na
Yeah.
Sisi.
Cece.
Siri.
Cece.